Hi everyone, this is Sue's Journal Adventures and I'm back again with some more book page ideas. So in the last kind of 3 videos, I've obviously been using up book pages, making labels out of book pages. I made this little fold over thing with a music book page. I just put 2 belly bands, 2 pockets and a big pocket. Did some little handmade stationery stamped in the corner. Just did that very quickly the other night. I showed you how to use just a book page to do a bit of a cheap specimen card, and we also did some stamped pieces. So you just stamp the pieces, tear them out, ink them, and then when you need them for the corner of a journal page or something, you've already got them ready. You can also use them as a focal point on clusters or on pockets and tags and things. So I've got a few little ideas tonight. I'm just hoping I can get through them all, because you know what I'm like. I've actually forgot why I got these out. Oh yeah. Yeah, so we've got a few little things to make, but just showing you your book pages. Obviously we end up, if you can buy books so cheap in thrift shops, we end up with loads of them. So it's just thinking of different ways to use your pages all the time. And we all know that the foldy little pockets that we can make. You can also make something like this. I mean, obviously mine's got holes in it, but this was a collage board. So I've got a little envelope here, and it's absolutely just full of scraps of paper, literally scraps, some really tiny little pieces. If you find that's what you've got, then you can just stick them all onto a masterboard. It doesn't matter how big they are, it doesn't matter what colour they are. Just get like a notepad back or a piece of card, a bit of packaging that's come through your door. Sometimes you get them flyers that are quite good card. Just stick it all over them, collage it, tear bits, stick them on randomly, and then when you've finished, you can die cut it like I have, or you could cut it into tags and then just decorate more, add lace, add some little stickers, some flowers, ribbons, whatever. So you can make pockets out of it, you could make corner tucks, you can make all sorts out of your collages, and you don't have to just make collages out of book pages. You can make them out of all of your bits of paper. So it's great to make these, and then you've got those big pieces. I'll show you a big piece that I've done actually, if I can find it. Here it is. So this is another masterboard that I've done, and as you can see, it's all just little pieces of paper that most people might have thrown in the bin, but I saved them specifically for this purpose. So now I can cut that board up into, that could be a pocket with a thumbnail, that there could be a tag, you could do bookmarks, you can do all sorts out of this one thing. This was done on you know those A4 writing pads? That's just the back of it. It's quite thick actually. I think it's a bit thick for tags, but it's good for pockets. It's good for anything, whatever you want to use it for. If you do this on a lighter weight card, you can make envelopes out of it and things. So yeah, save all your little bits and stick them on a board like this, and then you can cut them out to be whatever you want them to be. I don't know if I can find it. Oops. Oh, I knew everything had fallen over. So I've got another one here. But this is one, when I'm inking, I now use this board. But I used to just use a piece of card. Oh, that's not it. A piece of card. So on this piece of card, this is a collage. But whenever I were inking, I used to just put this piece of paper down. So it's got lots of colours on it. Bits of washi tape that are just ends of washi tape. Bits that you've cut off your project, I just stuck them all on there. When I was stamping images, and you know when you just want half the image on, they're on here. And all I did was any bits that were still white, I stuck bits of paper on, I rubbed it over with some ink, stamped here and there, and that's another little collage board. That's another one I made and covered with paper. So very easy, but they're great for using up all your bits, because we really do end up with loads of bits. That's another one that I did. That's peeling off. Yeah, just ink, stencils, and some bits of stickers and bits of washi tape. So easy to make and great to use in your journals. That's not why we're on here, by the way. It just, I thought I'd start showing you that because it's, yeah, it's just there and it's easy. So what we're going to make tonight is, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm doing a journal, I think, oh, do you know, I'm sick of just doing a pocket and a tag and a belly band. Sometimes I want something just a little bit different. So I've cut these circles out. I die cutted them because I don't have a 2-inch punch. So these are great for so many different things. You can do loads of things with circles. You can literally just decorate them, punch a hole in them, hang them on a bulb pin. They can just be a little standalone decoration. Whether it's a circle, a heart, a square, a flower, it doesn't really matter. If that was your journal page, you could just put them sort of over the top of each other, coming down your page, just a page decoration, stick some ribbon down the middle and a bit of bling. There's so many things you can do. You can do it with hearts, and you could have them kind of partly off the page coming down. The reason there's a heart there is to remind me that you can make heart pockets, because at the minute we're going to make this one. So just for something different, instead of your normal bog standard, which we're going to make some of these anyway, but pockets, it's good to have pockets ready, because when you're making a journal, sometimes you just can't be bothered making a pocket. You might have some ready-made ones, you might not, but it's good to have a little stash already ready, so that when you're doing your journal, you can just pick one and stick it in, just glue your 3 sides and you've got your pocket done. Sometimes it's good to just do the blank pockets and have the blank pockets ready, and then you're not stuck to a colour. If you're doing a blue journal, you can come along and decorate that blue or pink or whatever you're doing. But sometimes I like to decorate them as well and just have them ready so that they're there if I need them. So this one is going to be a pocket. So what I need to just make sure of one thing is that my writing is the right way. So I've forgotten how I did this now, because oh, it's like that, isn't it? It's, no, it goes that way. So this is where I get a bit confused, because I can't remember how I did it yesterday. That bit goes there, so you want the writing the right way up. So it's that way. Sorry, it's that way. I knew when my brain would get befuddled with that one. So I'm just 2 circles, and I'm just taking one and sticking one on top of the other. That is now my pocket. Obviously, I need to cut that or stick it. I think what I'm going to do is stick it together, because it just gives it a bit more strength. Just one, oh, good grief. Just one book page for a pocket is a little bit thin. So I'll just get some glue on that first of all and stick that down to itself, and then don't forget the old inky job. And you can do these in any size, and well, really you can do them in any shape. If you're sick of your bog standard rectangular pockets, why not do some circle pockets? Why not do some squares? Why not do some triangle pockets or heart-shaped pockets or hexagon pockets? Whatever shapes you've got, either in die cuts to be able to cut them out, or in punches, if you've got punches. If you've got a big flower punch, make a flower pocket or flower decoration for the edge of your page. So I'm just going to stick this down, get a bit of glue on the edge, the very edge. There we go. And all it is really, when you've done these, is a matter of decorating them. Decorate them to your choice. Oh, that's a bit wonky. Stick it there, that's it. So that is a nice little pocket. If you wanted, you could, this is paper, but I could have backed that onto card, punched a hole in it, and I could actually just hang it in my journal and a piece of ribbon and a bulb pin. So you can do that. or you could have several of them on a page. If that was your page, you could have a few pockets on your page like that. So you could go across and have a few pockets. Obviously they'd have the other bit on. So you can do different things like that. It's just thinking of different ideas to decorate your pages and make things. So I'll decorate that in a minute, because I'm gonna just, I don't know if to do another small one. Yeah, I think I will, and I'll have that side. Oh no, I'll have that side. I always forget, you know, which way the I'm trying to match up my little circles, but that might make me writing wonky. Yeah, it does. Trying to match up the what do you call it? Scalloped edge. Right, again, just let me ink it. You want to do, just when you're using books, is just pay attention to what it says on the paper, because you don't want anything not very nice looking at you when you look in your journal and you see a not very nice word or something. So yeah, it's good to just check. This is all about I think it's like it's from a nursing book, because it's all questions about health and stuff and scoring and yeah, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to just do this with this, actually. It'd be quicker and easier, wouldn't it? Quicker and easier. Just anything for a simple life. It's not folded amazingly. It was. That's better. And then just a bit of this round here. And then we've already got 2 pockets done. So, I mean, there's loads of ways you can do pockets. Absolutely loads. Just trying to get my scallops matched up as well as my writing. So them 2 are done. Just I'm going to take this dressing gown off. I'm getting a bit warm now. Whew. Okay, so there's 2 little pockets. Now, a lot of times when we make pockets, we use our circle punch to give us the little, we usually do like a little half thumbnail. Right, so there's 2 things about that. You don't always have to use a circle punch. You can use a square punch, because I punched this out with the square punch last night, but then I decided I didn't quite like the stark edges of the square punch, so I just cut the corners like that, just to give just a different little shape to the opening. Obviously, of course, you can use the little half circle for the thumbnail, but you can use a square. If you haven't got a circle, you can use a square. You can use your scissors. You can do it however you want. Oh gosh, I've just forgot what we're talking about now. Square punch. Nope, it's gone. But yeah, you don't even have to make a thumbnail if you don't want to. These pockets are so easy. Sometimes I like to glue a book page together and fold it again to make the pocket, just so it's got a bit of thickness about it. I was also thinking, oh, that's it, about the little bits that you cut out for your thumbnail, if I can get hold of them. The little bits that we cut off, those little shapes where we've done a little thumbnail, we've cut it out, save them, because if you don't have any tab tops and you're making a tag, I did have a tag out here a minute ago. Everything disappears once you start crafting. Right, so if you've got a little tag and you don't want the string, you just want, let's say that's the top of my tag, you can use that as a tab top. So you can get it on there. You can use that as a tab top. You can put 2 together so that there's one on the other side, and you've got a little tab top. If you cut different shapes, then you'll have different shaped tab tops that you've cut out. So a lot of people like the whale tail tab tops. I've lost the lid off my glue. There it is. Now, I don't know about you. Have you ever looked for a whale tail punch? I did, but people were selling them at 60, 70, 80, and one I saw was £120. And I thought, there's not a way in my entire lifetime I would spend 60 quid on a punch. I just wouldn't. I couldn't bring myself to do it. For something that I might just use every now and then to punch a whale tail. So if you haven't got any whale tails, I'll show you a way you can make them. I've lost the box of tabs now. So some of you who are beginners might be sat there thinking, what's a whale tail? This is a whale tail. Let me bring you down. This is a whale tail, right? And it's a special punch you can buy that cuts out that shape. And then you put it onto your tag like that. You glue it on like that. And it just gives you a little pull tab. You don't need to pay 60 quid for a whale tail punch. Seriously, just get a circle punch. I'm going to do it with a smaller one. Just get a circle punch, or if you've got a circle die, cut some circles out, fold it in half, and then simply, she says, I can't even find my scissors, simply take your scissors and cut. Can I remember how to do it now? Hang on, let me look at that one and it'll remind me. Right, so you just cut kind of a bit of a curve up and out. This is going to be a small one, but a bit of a curve up and out. And there you go. You have a little whale tail. Do you need to spend £120 on a whale tail punch? Nah. Just get a circle punch. That'll be a lot cheaper. And then just cut them. So you can cut them yourself. It's just a matter of cutting it just like that. That was, if you look at it, that was a circle. So all you do is fold it, cut it. You've got your whale tails. You've got your tab tops for whatever you're using them for. So yeah, there you go. That's another little tip. You can make tab tops in loads of different ways, actually, in different shapes. In fact, you can just use bits of paper. So like, for instance, is that one of them? I don't think that is. Oh no, that ain't. But basically, you can just cut a square one if you want. They don't have to be shaped. Or you can just cut them to shape. I did buy a set of little dies on Temu. I think they were only £1.40 or something. And you got several different ones. But in my opinion, these are they're a little bit big. These are the ones that it makes, but they're quite big. If you've only got a small tag, they're, yeah, a bit big. So, what's the next thing we're going to do? I can't remember now. Oh, yeah, so with the big circle, what you can also do, I made a pocket out of it. But if you've got, you can cut a lot of them out. Cut a little wad of them out, you know, about 10. And then you can punch a hole in the corner. And if you've got one of those key ring, you know, where you can kind of like pull it apart and it opens, those circle key ring things, put one of them in, close it, put some decorations on the ring, put some pages in. You've got a little round journal with loads of pages ready to decorate. You can put pockets on some decorations. You can put some writing paper on some. So you can make a little round journal, which I'm not doing tonight. But you can use circles for so many different things. So I was just going to make a little pocket, or a couple of little pockets. I think I'll have this paper because it's thin, but I think I can just fold it and possibly maybe fold it again. I think I'm going to not quite fold it fully, excuse me. I'm going to leave it a bit lower at the back, and I'm just going to stick the sides. So this could be actually on your page a double pocket. So if I stick that there and there, that sticks that back. You can cut them, you can tear them, you can make them a lot fancier. I'm just keeping it pretty plain just to make something, really. Oops. So fold that up. Did I put glue on the top? I bet I did I? No, I didn't. So what you can do with this one is, I think I'm going to cut the edges with fancy scissors, but when that's in your journal, because you've left that bit unglued, you've got a pocket there, and if you glue it on 3 sides, so there, and there, glue it down, you've got a pocket behind that pocket. So you've got like two slots for your pocket. So simple. I mean, these are simple stuff, literally, honestly, anybody could do. So I'm just going to cut these with some fancy scissors, just to make it a bit more interesting than it is. But there's loads of ways to use up book pages, and we do end up with loads of bits. I mean, I've got a whole envelope full of bits. I've got a whole box full of bits, but yeah, just think of, you know, new ways to use bits of book pages up. So making little pockets, little fancy pockets, have loads of these ready. You can just put them in a little box like that, and then when you want them, decorate them when you know what colour you want them, or have some already decorated. Not even stuck. Have some already decorated. What's decorated? Have some already decorated, if you like, and keep them in a little box. So all I'm going to do with this one is ink it. You can make them as fancy or as plain as you want. I think I'm going to make this a bit fancy. I think I'm going to put some lace on it and some other bits. I don't know what bits yet. I just got a little box out with some bits in that I've forgotten I had. I don't know what I've done with it now. Did I put it away? I obviously did. Okay, well, fancy putting away the thing you need, Sue. So I'm just going to delve into my... Oh, gosh, what's behind me? Oh, it's my cutter. I'm going to delve into my drawer and see what I pull out. Okay, I'm going to pull this out. Just anything. I'm not even going to think too much about it. Where's my other scissors? So yeah, using up book pages, there's so many ways we can use them. Just the other night when I did those stamping little pieces of paper, I mean, one of those little pieces of paper, if you're making a pocket, if you're making a biggish pocket, I think I didn't make this, by the way, this was sent to me, because obviously it's sewn, but it's just collaged on the front, bit of sewing round, but she's done this, I think she's stuck a couple of pages together because it's more like card than book page. But yeah, if you wanted that, that could be your little focal point. Put some cheesecloth behind, some lace, and just you can use them for other stuff. You can use everything in multiple ways. I think that's what I like about junk journaling. You're not just set to any set rule. It's, well, a pocket can be a pocket, but it could be a tuck spot, but it could be, you know, something else as well. And that's why I like junk journaling. And I love, a lot of us ladies like handbags with loads of pockets. So when I saw junk journaling and it was pockets and things hidden in pockets and things hidden in envelopes, I was like, oh wow, I love this craft. I love it, I love it. I do like handbags with lots of pockets, actually. So that looks a bit plain and boring, doesn't it? So what are we going to do to you? It hasn't even stuck. No wonder, because no glue came out. Why ain't my glue coming out tonight? What is wrong with you? And I can't use my pin because my pin is holding my glasses together with some jewellery wire. Thank you for all the ideas, ladies. Oh, wow. You really are creative. So many ideas came through yesterday about how to fix my glasses until I can walk and get out again. Awesome. So what do we want on here? I think I'm going to pretty this up with one of my little decorated flowers that I made. Let's see, I want a kind of a medium-ish one. That's pretty. That's nice. We'll have that. Hey, that were a quick decision for me, wasn't it? Blow me, keep that on record. Sue made a decision in a few seconds. You're like, what? No way. Yes, I did. I made a decision in no time at all. I better put a bit of glue on that, Anna, just on the leaves, because we know they'll just stick up and get all bent. And is anything coming out of this thing? I can't even see because I'm in electric light. Sorry, I've gone off screen, but it's so as I can see. In fact, it might be very useful to flick my lamp on. You know, it does help. So there we go. That's a simple little pocket. Simple, simple, simple. But just make a load of them. I mean, you can bang these out in a couple of minutes. And then you've got a whole stash for when you come in to do your journal. You can just pick and choose from. So I'm all about easy stuff, mate. Easy stuff. Build a stash. You know, make things. So, next thing. So I've got 3 book pages here. I'll take you back up again because you're a bit close. Right, so these, I don't know whether to straighten that off. I suppose I better, aren't I? Where's my ruler? Ruler. I'll put it that way. So I just want to get it so that they're all straight. And I'm just going to rip. I am actually going to part with most of that and put it in the bin. Sacrilege, I know, but what can I say? I'm being a rebel tonight. I might even sneeze in a minute. Sorry. Yep. I knew I would. Excuse me. So I'm just going to get the white off. I don't really need to for this project. Oh, there's another. I think I must take after my dad. My dad used to be always sneezing. Sometimes we used to sit on a night and he'd start sneezing and we'd actually count them and he'd get to about 12 sometimes. We're like, hey, Dad. Anyway, all I'm going to do with these, there's 3 pages here, so that gives me, like, you know, more things in one go, because I can't be bothered cutting loads of different things and trying to get them all the same size. No. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to start here. Can you guys see me here? And I'm just going to go up and out a little bit, turning my paper as I cut. And I'm going to, oh, that's very wonky, cut a heart. I'm also going to take this heart just here, and I'm going to try, she says. Hang on a minute. Why don't you ask the help of a paper clip? Yeah, good idea, Sue. And I'm going to try and go around that so it comes out a similar size. This is not the best heart I've ever cut. In fact, it's pretty bad, and I'm cutting through, like, because I've got 3 pages. Oh, come on, cut. Cutting through 3 pages. So, because it's folded, that's technically 6. Yeah, my scissors didn't like that. But that gives me lots of little hearts. So what can we do with these hearts, you're saying? Okay, well, these aren't very big. If I was going to make pockets, I'd probably make bigger ones. Okay, so this is my journal. This isn't my journal. This is some envelopes. Where have they come from? Anyway, never mind. Oh, you can't really see it on there, can you? This is my little fakey journal. So what I'm thinking is you can go down the edge of your page and just make a little decoration. Colorise them, colour the edges, colour the whole thing, draw a flower on them, whatever you want. You can do this with hearts, flowers, squares. You could cut squares out and then put them on the side like a diamond. You could have diamonds coming down. So as a page decoration, they're really cute. You can also stack them. So you could have, say, 3 or 4. If these were bigger, you could just glue down the edge, glue down that edge and stick them in, and you've got 1, 2, 3 pockets. So you can use any shape whatsoever for pockets. You can colour them, decorate them to your heart's content. That's another idea. Did I just show you the idea of the pockets on the page? I think I did, didn't I? I said you can have like a pocket. You could have them going right across your page. Did I show you that, or was I just thinking about that before I came on camera? Don't actually know now. My brain's gone. So you could have pockets going right across. So you've got 2 small pockets and a big one. You could do some over here and one over here and add some more decoration to the bottom. You can do all sorts with them, is what I'm saying. And the same with these. It doesn't matter what shape you have, because there's so many things you can do with them. You can actually make little envelopes out of hearts. These would be really little envelopes. But yeah, so I'm thinking I like the down the edge of the book page. And you could run a bit of lace down the middle, put some pearls on there or something. So I'm thinking page trimming, page decorations, when you just don't want a pocket and a tag or a belly band because you're sick of pockets and tags and belly bands, or thinking of new ways to make pockets. So yeah, these are just really simple ideas. Right, what were I doing next? I don't know, I can't remember. And you can do that with anything. You can do that with die cut flowers or die cut butterflies. So I've told you about making whale tails. Oh, a belly band with a twist. I wasn't really going to do that tonight. No, we'll do that next time. A belly band with a twist. But what we are going to do is something that could be, should take you up a little bit more, something that could be a belly band. So this is your little journal. This could be a belly band for the middle. It could be a side pocket. You can put some bigger stuff in there, like some vintage letters or something. Or it could be a bookmark, or you could cut the corners and make it small and make it into a tag. You can do whatever you want with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, if I can, my desk's getting in a bit of a mess again. I did actually tidy it the other day. I sat and tidied everything and put everything away. So I'm just sick of seeing all this mess. So I'm just basically going to get some random bits of paper. I'm just going to tear them. I don't care if the writing's going the right way or not. I'm really not bothered. But I'm just going to, I don't want to use that. I think I'm going to use that for something else, because that's out of a really old magazine or something. So I'll save that. Might make some pockets out of it. You can be a couple of things. I've done something similar to this before, actually. I couldn't think of it. Yeah, I have, haven't I? I've already done this idea. But this is just going to be a bit of a... Well, actually, I'll just make it different then. I was just going to put strips of paper coming down. And then you can, again, add lace down the middle and flowers, pearls, whatever for decoration. Okay, then. Since I've already done that on a, I think I did it on a black belly band, we will adapt. That's fine, I will adapt. I'm just going to put some glue down and I'm just going to make a little masterboard then in that case. Oopsie. So the masterboard that I showed you to begin with, we're just going to, and it doesn't matter if they go off the edge, because you can just cut it straight after. Oh, trust me to put that down. And it's not quite at the top. Right, so you can just put them on random pieces. Where they overlap, you can go back in and re-glue. Just stick loads of little bits. I've got some different colours. It's a bit boring with just normal book page, isn't it? Just come down and stick your little bits. Get different colours. Don't matter if you go off the edge of the page. Don't matter what shape it is. Don't matter about anything, really. You can just make a little masterboard. And what you can do with this when you've done it is, if you have got little sticky up bits, you can either go in and glue them down with your Fabri-Tac, or just PVA glue over the top, because that dries clear anyway. Let's get some different colours on here. I want some of these, but I kind of wanted writing on it, but never mind. I don't really want the straight edges, but We'll try to just get rid of them. So you could just make collages, and then you can really make some, well, that's upside down, but never mind, doesn't really matter. You can really make some pretty things out of these. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the middle of there and stick something. Have I got some other colours? Got a bit of that, I've got a bit of yellow. Give me the yellow. Yeah, just use bits of book pages. Too big. Stick them on and just keep going, keep coming down until you've got a full little belly band of, or whatever it's going to be. It doesn't have to be a belly band. You can just use it to punch things out of, to be honest. I'm just going to stick that bit across there. They're all sticking to me. Oh dear. I'm sure that, you know, a lot of you will have made collages before. As I say, these videos are more directed at people who are very new to crafting. Just put a little bit of glue under there because what else have we got? Bit of that, that's cool. That can go, whoops, on there. And then we just need a bit for down the edge. So how about a bit, oh, we've got the pink, whoops, we've got the pink already. We'll have a bit of yellow there. Let's have a bit of yellow just down there. As I say, it don't matter if it goes off the edge, because you can either leave it like that, poking off the edge, or you can straighten it off later if you want to. It depends what you're going to have it as. I don't actually know what I'm going to have it as at this moment in time. I'd kind of like some more papers though. Ooh. So yeah, just stick all your little bits on. I'll keep going to the bottom because I've started, so I might as well finish on it. Oh, we used to say that. I've started, so I'll finish. We're like a game show or something. I've started, so I'll finish. Gosh, give me some more of the yellow. I've got a gap there. Don't want a gap. Move up. So you can stick big bits, little bits, random bits, upside down bits. Doesn't matter. Put a bit on there. Come down here with some more glue and some more bits. I do quite like the edges to not be straight, but if they are straight, well, you can just stick something else over them. Get up in there. Get. That needs a bit of glue on it. So what we're going to do with this, I think I'm going to make this, could even make this into like a little snippet roll. But you do use up, let's use up the bits, because I'm saying you do use up all your bits and then I'm sitting here making more bits. So get using up your bits, even them bits. Even them bits. That can go in there. Oh, it's left a gap. Never mind. I'm going to put some over it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So let's get a piece of that down there. A bit more of the yellow, crumpled yellow. I'll put that over here. A bit of the green. I've got some more of the green. Yep. A bit of the green. I don't know if this is the green or the blue actually. I never thought when I was dyeing the paper in my kitchen I was using food colourings. And what do blue and yellow make? Well, they make green, don't they? Yeah. And my book pages were yellowy. And I never actually thought, oh yeah, I'm trying to dye them blue. I'm thinking I'm dyeing them blue, why are they coming out green? And then I realised, I'm like, oh, Sue, silly woman. Because your book pages are yellowy, they're going green instead of blue. I did get some blue ones. In fact, I've got some lilac ones somewhere. And the lilac ones didn't really come out that lilac-y. They came out more like the pink. So yeah, just bear that in mind if you're dyeing book pages. It is kind of weird. A bit of you. What are you? I don't know, but we'll have you. Have you there. And what else have we got? This, I like this really caramelly one. So really aged book. Have I got any other colours in here? I don't think so. That's a nice one. So just little bits, come all the way down, and a bit of that, bit of that going off the edge, and then just a bit of that there. So there we go. We've just created a collage. No thinking. There's no like difficultness involved. It's like just stick bits of paper on, random, upside down, wrong way around. It doesn't really matter. I just need to move all them to the side now. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So these are just some more little ideas for page decoration and such like. And you can make loads of these and just keep them. You can add further decorations to them when you're ready to use it as a belly band, a pocket, a bookmark. If you're using it as a bookmark, you would have to cut the edges off. But I quite like the edges, actually. I don't really want to cut the edges off, if I'm honest. So I'm just going to get something pretty, but not too wide. How about, let me have a look in here again. How about, I'm gonna have that, and I'm gonna have some bits of this. Let me get some of this. This is posh stuff. I wouldn't normally use this on a snippet or a belly band rope, but it's very precious. That's why I've only cut a little bit. I'm really tight with some stuff. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to use a lot of that. Oh no. What do you buy it for, Sue? To just sit and look at it in your drawer? So I'm just going to go whizzy up here with a bit of glue, which will stick some of them ends down anyway. And there is glue coming out this time. And then I'm just going to get a piece of this right down the middle. So I see some people on the Facebook groups and that, and they really go to town on stuff. You know, there's about 3 pearl chains and a brooch and loads of bling and roses and 50 million flowers, and I'm like, wow, use half your craft stash on a on a page. So I'm just going to cut some, I don't know, random little bits of this. Random bits. So this is how you can take something as simple as tiny bits of book page. I think I'll leave that as the flower. And you can make it into something pretty. And like I say, there's several ways that you can use this. So I'll just get some. I think I'll have that in the middle because that is really pretty. Can you see? Okay, bring it down a bit. I can't even see what I'm doing all the way up there, can you? So I'm just sticking these random little pieces, not in any particular shape, not in any, you know, just random. I'm trying to be random. Okie dokie. So a bit of glue on that. We'll have one there. And then we'll have, I've got another number of pieces, haven't I? But never mind. Never mind. So we'll have one there. And we'll have one, I don't know, where's this going to go? There, I think. There we go. So I've got them on. Okay, so this could now technically be a belly band, an edge pocket, or it could be a snippet roll that you cut bits off. If you were going to cut bits off, it's not exactly right exciting, is it? You might want to add other things, other bits of coloured paper, other stickers. So what shall we do? What shall we do? I don't know. What shall we do? Shall I add some more stickers? Shall I add? I don't quite know where it's going to be. If it was just going to be an edge page decoration, I'm maybe tempted to leave it like that. But as I don't really know what it's going to be, I might just add in some other little bits, like bits of doily. because I'm also trying to use up things that I've got quite a lot of. When you start crafting, you think, oh, I need to have that and I need to have that. And I bought a load of doilies. I've got doilies in different colours, different sizes, and I very, very, very rarely use them. I did see somebody using them on the inside of like pockets, which is quite a cute idea. So I'm just building this up, and you can build it up as much or as little as you like and use it for whatever purpose you like. So let's see if I can get that under my lace a little bit. And there we go. A bit of glue on there, never mind. Not enough glue on there. Just dibble dabble, dibble dabble. Just a dibble dabble. Right, and then I'll have a bit down here. Probably be better putting it on there, wouldn't it? Be easier. I don't know why this glue is not really coming out and stuff. Right, let's get you there. And then what else can we go to town with? I need a bit up there, don't I? I need a bit up there. There, there's a bit up there that I haven't got anything on it. So we'll do that. So for beginners, absolute beginners, this is a nice little easy project. And if you've been cutting up papers and cutting out, I don't know, you might have been using some 6x6 papers and you've got little bits left over off the ends of projects, then you can just make things like this and they're always there when you need them. Right, I'm going to get something out. I don't know what. No idea what's coming. What have we got on there? We've got pinks, purples, yellows, greens. I might just stick some of these on. These are weird little things. They're actually letters. Let's see if I can pick them up. But we might just stick some of these here and there, just for a bit of bling factor. Yeah, I thought these were little gemstones. And then when I actually looked at them, they've got really tiny little letters in them. Oh, where did that even go? So, you're not supposed to stick to me. Whatever. Yeah, so just anything really, just stick stick things on at random. Come out of my nail. There we go. I don't mind that these have got letters on, and I don't mind what the letters are. Are you supposed to be on there? So you can do all sorts. You can add pearly doodles, stickles, glitter glue, paint, anything. Oh, if only they'd come off my finger. What else have I got in here? Let's have something a bit different. What are them? We'll have a couple of them. I don't use silver ones very much. Didn't even come off. Deary me. Okay, I'll just stick some random things here and there. No massive process, no, it's got to go there, it's got to go here. It doesn't matter. Stick one there. Is that pretty? Is that pretty enough? Do we need anything else on there? We've got lace, we've got ribbon, we've got my nice blingy stuff, which I don't like parting with. But yeah, that's it. So that's a little thing that you can also make out of your book page bits. Like I say, a lot of people who are well into junk journaling they'll already know all these things. But I suppose in some ways it's nice to see how different people make things. I like watching other people make things. So that could be a nice little pocket to tuck some, you could tuck some stuff in there. Or you could have it in the belly band, as a belly band, and tuck things all the way through. So it's up to you. But for using up bits of paper, these little ideas are fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Yeah. We'll be back with some other ideas tomorrow. So thank you for watching. See you soon.